Hi everyone. I hope you can hear me and I hope you can see me. If everything is okay, please send something. Okay, looks like we are online and we are ready to communicate with you. So first of all, let me introduce myself. I am Ivan Gramovich. I am present here at Waves Enterprise. I am product owner of the Waves Enterprise mainnet. So our AMA will have the following structure. First of all, I will tell you a little bit about our previous year, about our plans on the future, what we are going to do for the first quarter, what we are going to focus on, and everything about our future. And then we will have questions part in which you can ask everything, and I will be give you an answers on it. So let's start. So first of all, I want to tell you about our achievements in a previous year. Of course, it was a very difficult year for everybody. The whole crypto world was faced with a lot of problems, with a lot of crashes on the market. But I truly believe that that in next year we will see the results of our hard work. And just to remark that the previous year also have something good. So first of all, I want to admit that we are moving into the new open source architecture. It will allow us to attract more developers into our chain, and it is also great. We also have a complex plan to attract new developers into our blockchain and to create new apps which will be useful for ecosystem and will be useful for users. And I think it is great. I will tell you about this complex plan a little bit later. So also we launch a DAO governance model that will also allow to work with permissions. So we give our users permission to choose which projects they want to see on ecosystem. So, and also we present a new West economics. So let's say that we build a fundament to the new future. So we made a base. So we want to have we want to grow our ecosystem as a chain in which you will be which will be really reliable for developers, for investors, for enterprise solutions. And I think that governance model, open source architecture, and new economics, which was presented, it's a good first steps into this new future. So also I want to mark some changes in organization. So we are a little bit spread, and now Waves Enterprise split into two different companies. The first company is Web3 Tech, and this company is based in is Russian-based team, and mostly they worked only with some solutions in Russia, and mostly it's a private networks. And the second part of Base Enterprise is Base Enterprise, that which now presented in North America and in United Arab Emirates. This is our two headquarters for the global market, in which we want to start our journey into a big blockchain world. So into North American markets, we have Waves Labs, which will present it as a new entity a little bit later in this year. The main, a little spoiler, the main idea of this new entity is to present our technologies, present our experience into the North American market. And this entity as Waves Labs will be a first point in this plan. The second vector of our development is United Arab Emirates, also known as Tokenomic Experience. It is a good point to develop Asian and Middle East markets. So at this year, we want to make our position more stronger and to work with these markets more. Also, we have an idea to start working with Europe, but we will do any efforts with this vector only after we will have some success in North America and in Middle East and Asia. So the next point which I want to tell you about, it's about our future and about our few following steps to create a better blockchain system. So first of all, we truly believe that today's market situations show us that we need to focus on reliable products. So this is why we want to upgrade our stablecoin ETH and make it more reliable and more I don't know how it's better to say, and more strong. It will help us to build a new dApps with such strong fundament as ETH. We have a very interesting idea in our ETH in our new ETH, and let's call it ETH. The new version of ETH version 2. We want to create a multiculturalization, which will include a different variety of assets. And from first release, we think that it will be Ethereum, it will be Bitcoin, it will be Waves, and it will be Vest. And then we will give. And then when we start from this version, we will give options to our community to add new tokens to culturalization with the help of our governance model. So also the new ETH will include native staking. So all assets which will include in this multi-collateralization will have a native staking, which give a easy and predictable model of earning. So for staking EAST, for new version of EAST, you will have a understandable profit. You will knew why you get it and from and you will understand that we don't just print a new tokens and give a community as a reward. So it will be a native staking. All collateral will use to only in a native staking, showing that this model is very reliable. For now, we have a great job in this case, and we're almost done with EAST 2.0, with EAST with a new version of EAST. And I think that in a few weeks we will send this new version into audits, and I think in early March we will be able to release it and present it into a new give opportunity for Waves and Waves Labs to use a new stablecoin. So yeah, also I don't mention it before. New EAST will be cross-chain, and from the first release, it will be work in Waves and Waves Enterprise blockchains. Then we will see. Also, after this, it is the first quarter of new year. I think in the next quarter we will focus on upgrading our governance model and to implement a new VEST. So I think we will focus on creating we will launch GVEST and LVEST tokens, and I think that our DAO will work on a 100%. Yeah. So we made some interesting steps which are very complex. So why we do these steps? The first one, we working on stablecoin. So stablecoin is very so any dApps, any new projects which will work in Waves Enterprise ecosystem need this. Almost everyone. The next our steps, as I mentioned, is creating LVEST and GEST and a new DAO model. So this governance model allow us to create a reliable network without any fraud products. And the last thing that we and these two steps help us to attract new developers into our ecosystem. So even now you can see a few results of such policy. For example, I think in a first quarter or maybe in early second quarter, we will have two very interesting projects which come to us through the DAO will launch into Waves ecosystem. So the first one is Syndex. If I will try to be shortly. So it's It's a D app which help you to trade with synthetic actives like synthetic goods such as gold, oil, or something else, and which implemented into a whole ecosystem. So, for example, you can trade. You can, if you believe that in near future, for example, gold will grow. The price of the gold will grow. You can buy it without moving out from the blockchain. So it's still decentralized. And in this, and of course, if you, for example, you buy this gold and it's growing up, you sell it, and you should fix your profit, and you need a source to do it. And in this case, we give you our new stablecoin, our new version of stablecoin is is new version, is to know. The second project which we'll present it recently it has only working name. The working name is Swapwave, and the main idea of this project, it is a decentralized AMM, which will help you to trade your actives in a new ecosystem. So something like this. So I think that it's all what I wanted to mark and all what I wanted to admit about our plans and about our previous steps. So I think we can move to the new to the part with the questions. So I'm here to answer it. Will it support the new Neutrino index token for collateral? So it's a very interesting question, and I think that the answer is following. It's on you. So the first version will be without this new Neutrino index token. But if our community decided to add it into collateral, and this propose will get a lot of votes. So we will add it into collateral, and everything will. And so this way, this new Neutrino index token will appear in our collateral. So I hope I answered these questions. Let's move into another one. When is Waves launching? When the new version of Waves is launching? So it's not a new version of Waves; it's a new version of East. If I understand your question is correct. If you're talking about something else, I think it is not. I'm not a right person to answer it. So I think that, as I mentioned before, I think that new version of East will be released at early March. We have a few things that can slow down us. For example, the audits. But I hope that everything will be fine, and as we expected, in early March, in both ecosystems, you will find a new East. Do you think the crypto winter is over and 2023 will be bullish? Honestly, it's a very difficult question. only thing I can say is that we hope that it will be this. It will be a bullish market. It will be bull market, but but we will see what happened in real life. And also we have it will be great if it will be bull market, because every step, every commit which we made at this year should show a real result. So what I mean, for example, when we will release East a new version of East in each white paper, you can you will be able to find an article about service fee, and this service fee will use to upgrade price of West. So we will help West to if it will be a bull market, we will help to grow. If it will be still winter, we will try. We will help West to feel better. Okay, let's move on. Are you still partnering with Bon Appetit for East? No, this is we are not we don't have so partnership today. We decided to developing by two separated ways. So honestly, I even don't know what's happening with Bon Appetit today. So we don't have any plans to cooperate with them now. How will Waves be involved in East? Yeah, so Waves will be one of the. We hope that Waves will use East as a temporarily stable coin for their network, and that's all. Waves as token will be involved in East as a collateral. Does West still have something big clients left? Yeah, of course, but I think that it is not theme of this AMA, so you can just reply this answer into our group, and I will try to answer it a little bit later. Another question is about East. Will East support the new Neutrino index token for? I already answered it. When is also okay? Do you think that crypto? Sorry, a little bit lost. Which questions are left? So you say East 1.0 is coming, but when East will be packed at least? How it looks very similar to USDN. It's two different things in its base. So what I mean? I mean that USDN. So East, it is over collateral stable coin. So it's always have more value in there, and because of this, it's reliable. The main idea of USDN are very different from it. So East is more like DAI, because it's have a over collateral after it. It has a native staking, which also very clear for everyone where you earn your money, and it has a very understandable liquidation model. So when you liquidate the vault, you earn money because you liquidate it on a level, for example, 110 10%. So you earn this 10% when you liquidate some markets, and this how the price of ETH packed into $1. When ETH will be packed, so I think that we are working on it, and we need a little bit more time to pack it into $1 again. We think that it will happen immediately after release a new version, because the protocol itself will try to fix the problem with which we have before, and this is why our collateral level will be bigger than 1000%. So it will be a mark for market that this token is cost more than $1. At least it costs $1, but they have a value after it more than $1. I think we can go to the next question. What makes you believe in ETH against other stable coins out there? So the main idea is why I believe that ETH will be useful and will be popular for now in Waves and Waves Enterprise ecosystems. We don't have a overall collateral stablecoin, and the idea of this stablecoin is very simple, and we take best practice from the market, and market shows that in a bad times, in a crypto winters, such algorithm is working, and such coin as for example DAI show good results. So we think that we will first that both ecosystems need our token, and our solution is based on a best practice from the market, and to these things make me believe that our token will be successful. New version of ETH will be successful. I hope I answered these questions. Let's move on. So, is it correct that the next stablecoin will be algorithm again? If so, with everyone will part here. Why would anyone want? I think that it is not very. You're not right by telling that it is an algorithmic stablecoin, because it's a different kind of algorithmic stablecoin. So you always have clearly. So I will tell a little bit. I will try to explain from a different side. So our main purpose to make a token which will show the market that it costs $1 because it has a lot of collateral over it. So you issue $1 with a collateral of $2.50. That's why this that's why such model can work, and this token can cost $1. And of course, we will show you the real results, the real metrics of this stable coins. So you will see that now the burning rate of this token is this. Now, for example, the vaults which you can liquidate, the number of vaults which you can liquidate is 10. The sum of the token in collateral are those and the same. So our main purpose to show markets that the value of this token is real, because it's real, because it has a lot of tokens with a bigger price than this stablecoin. On the other side, market is a very strange thing, and sometimes you can show that collateral, but markets say no, we don't think that it is true, and because of this, the price can be unpacked a little bit. But in this case, only thing that we can do is show you with the help of blockchain, clearly show that after each that every ETH have a collateral for $2. Oh, and this will be clearly show that it's it's a working stablecoin. Yeah. What is the future of corporate blockchain? So honestly, I'm more working with public part of this blockchain. So because of this, I don't know a lot about the corporate blockchain. But I know that a lot of very interesting products, a lot of very interesting cases now are developing in Waves Enterprise. So I think that corporate blockchain have a bright future. Is the government council really interested in Waves Enterprise development like us, West holders? There have been no announcements since your news about DAO. Yeah, it's a little bit disappointed for me too, but we mentioned that the first launch of the DAO will be, let's say, it will be some kind of testing, and we truly want to, and we want to make more efforts in next year. So the next year's game, and we want to continue this story. Our schedule a little bit our schedule a little bit moving because at this year we have a lot of problems, and the main problems and the main problem in developing is connected with this ideas that many members of our team are spread all over the world, and we are trying to rebuild our working process. So I think that this that we're almost done with it, and our today's developing speed is much faster than it was in the middle of the year, for example. So I think that now our companies know how to work with separating teams all over the world, and our developing speed grow, and I think it's a good idea. It's a good mark for Waves Enterprise. So it's a little delay. It's a little delay from what we are say it before, but I think that soon we will show you results. Hi, why not focused on getting the hi, why not focus on getting the XTM or USDM price back to $1? So honestly, it's I don't know what plans have Waves team, because I'm from Waves Enterprise team, but I think that they will answer these questions on their armor, and they clarify the situation. And well, it was a little bit late, and the solutions I are talking about is believe in list again other stable coins out there. What make you believe? I answer on almost the same questions, so I think we can skip it. If you skip some information, you can. I think we will have a recording, and you will find the answer in it in this recording. Wellington unable to run Node with the same wallet on different service together. Yeah, it's an interesting question. I think that, as I remember, in our roadmap, we have such point, but this point is somewhere in the end of the year. So I can't say more clearly, because I don't remember this roadmap in details. So I remember it only in one or two quarters. Person's price is kind of Krebs technology, right? So why you guys are better than they? Oh, this big partnership on data sites. I don't know why you think so. We have different technologies. We have a different stakes of technologies, and our solutions have a lot of they have a lot of so they have a lot of differences. They have a lot of difference. Sorry, I'm a little bit I'm a little bit freezing. Where's okay. Currently, one is explaining the Eastern plans for in general and technology-wise. Why the blockchain? But what's next? Everybody talking about IO next gen blockchain these days. So, do you have any big plans for Waves Enterprise in general? I mean, technology-wise, you have quite good blockchain, but what next? Everybody talking about IE or next gen platform these days, next gen blockchains these days. So the first what we do is we build a very strong fundament for different projects, and I think for the time when really good IE products will appear, we will have great backgrounds, which will help us to give a market give to all markets what they want, what they really want. So the one it is very easy to build any new to build something something unique, but only time will show does anyone need this. So I think that for now we are not concentrated on any IE projects. We just have our own strategy which we will follow. And by the time when IE will show good results, we will be able to build really cool products with the help of our with we'll build really good products on our platforms with IE. Price for West. From your opinion, what is a fair price for West? So it's also a very difficult question, because from one side, West have a lot of opportunities, and they have a great technology after it, and we have very good signals like products, the apps that want to came into our ecosystems. But from the other side, the situations on the market are still bad, and no one know what will be how the situations will move. So I can't answer these questions right now. So we just need to think about this like in looking on all sides of this of the West and all sides of the market. Is there anything that makes Waves Enterprise stands out in the USA market? Cool. It's very hard to tell you right now about this. I think I will take a little pause to answer it a little bit later. I will think a little bit. Do you have any connections with a Russian team? We are working separately, and mostly teams that my team that worked on global products are located in United Arab Emirates. What concerns me, I work from Poland and I live in Poland. So we sometimes share experience, but it is a totally different companies, and they don't have a lot of in common. What is your position in Europe currently? Last year you talked about some changes planned in the region. We talk about our organization changes, and I try to admit it before. So first of all, we create an entity in North America, and we created an entity in Arabian Emirates. Plan about Europe we still have, but for now we are concentrated on American region and Middle East and Middle East region. When will you release West and G-West? Will West holders be able to earn here? The main idea, the release of LWest G-West, I think that you should expect it in a second quarter. We're working on it, and I think that early second quarter is a period when West and G-West will be released. West holders be able to earn here? Yeah, West holders still will be able to stake West, but the profit will be stay the same, but I have no idea why users should stay West instead of using LVest, because we create LVest with the one main purpose, to return liquidity to the users, to the ecosystem. So you don't need to hold West. You can just create LVest and using it, and your West will be holding for you. This is the main idea. You constantly mentions that there are some sales project based on VA, especially in USA. Can you at least mention what industries there? So I already mentioned that the projects on which Wave Labs are working will be announced a little bit later, and also Wave Labs will be announced a little bit later. So it's a kind of mystery for now. Will West participants in the Power DAO circumstances airdrop? Honestly, for now, we don't have any agreement with Power DAO, but maybe it's a good idea. We will think about it. Do you have any connections? Okay, were the guys behind you on new projects, where they go public or not? For now, we are talking with them about it, and of course, we want to we want that they will be public. But for now, we don't have a right answers. Looks like when we release light paper and when we release these projects, this team, you will be able to use these teams and show their previous experience, and everything will be cool. Can we expect some cooler projects in mainnet like Waves DAX? Yeah, of course, and I think that we only announce our governance model, and we have from the start we have two new projects. I think that the number of these projects will be grown, and more cool projects will based on Waves enterprise ecosystems. What happened with Carlos? So the Carlos, because of his private some consequences. I'm sorry. The consequences here. I hope you can see me. You can hear me now. I have some technical problems with video, so I suggest to continue without a picture. Please send something. Can you hear me? Everything is fine. Hi, guys. Yeah, okay, so great. You can hear me. I don't think that I will be able to fix the picture so fast, so let's just continue. So about Carlos, for his own personal reasons, he can't right now join us. So I think that, but I think that he will be able to do it a little bit later. So it's a pity for us, but for now it's just impossible. Will the new projects like Syndex have their own tokens? So it's every developer can issue their own token. So I think that they have the ability to do it, and if they want, they will. Hi, any plans for West listing anywhere finally? With this point, we have very interesting negotiations, but for now, unfortunately, I can't tell you that we have results. We have only a lot of negotiations with a lot of listings, with a lot of listers. When the base becomes strong, it almost works as pump and dump. Honestly, as I think that Waves is a very liquid active and liquid tokens, and we just need more time to Waves become stronger, more and without pumps and dumps. You constantly mentions that there are some sales project based on VES, specifically in USA. Can you? Yeah, I already answer these questions. I don't understand. Sorry, but I'm sure we need a Power DAO or West DAO pool. So I think that we will have a AMM DEX, and so everyone will be able to create this pool, and it's cool, I think. About what point about West I was the most associated. Okay, I need a little think about it. Just give me a second. I think that the main point in which I associated in West is the ability to grow, and we are trying to find and use all of them. West Understand is more suitable for cooperatives because there is closed sections for internal contacts. Because there is sections for internal contacts. Honestly, I don't know. I don't understand you quite well. So maybe try to reform your question. What do you mean? Yeah, guys, sorry, I don't have the ability to start a video again. So if it's so uncomfortable for you, I will try to do it, but I need a few minutes. Maybe you have a. Let's do it another way. Do you have any questions? Maybe some questions I skipped. Please send it again, and we will try to. We will try to find out how many questions you have. If we're almost done, I suggest to just to end our Emma. So, guys, I don't see any questions. I suggest, I have a suggestion. Just send your questions uh, to Telegram group, and I will try to continue. I think 20 minutes I will be there, and I will answer your questions. So, thank you for your attention. Have a nice evening. Bye.